The United Nations is the only place where anybody from around the world can talk with anybody else about the world's most pressing issues.
Seton Hall has wisely realized that there is this great resource called the United Nations, 193 countries with their missions in this neighborhood.
And of course, it helps to be close to the UN geographically.
The school is uniquely equipped to help students learn about the UN because of our partnership with UNA USA and the United Nations Foundation.
Seton Hall and the School of Diplomacy have made this great commitment to be the premier graduate school for engagement with the United Nations.
I chose Seton Hall because I loved their program and I saw that they have such a close relationship with the United Nations. And while I was looking at schools, I saw on the Seton Hall website that they did this summer program with the United Nations, and I thought, wow, like, what other school offers this?
The UN Summer Program is a wonderful example of the many active learning opportunities that students have at the School of Diplomacy. The opportunity to go out and actually experience diplomacy while you're studying it, to get off campus and to learn in other environments. We do this in New York through the UN Summer Program. We do it in Washington, D.C. through our program there. But we do it around the world.
What's incredibly exciting for a lot of students who'll come to me and say, we've been learning for the last year about international relations, about the academic theories around policy making, around development and human rights and peace and security. But here they really get to learn about how it works and how you take the theory and turn it into action.
So it really does help to actually come to the UN where it's all happening and talk to the practitioners themselves.
Well, earlier this week, we actually got to sit down and sit in on an actual UN Security Council meeting.
And it's just great to experience how delegates interact with one another and how they come together in consensus to reach these decisions and resolutions.
Well, I was amazed by the energy in the room. I gave a short presentation, and then we had about 45 minutes of engaged conversation.
The diplomats will come to me afterwards and say, wow, that student asked a really sharp question, and it's actually made me rethink how I'm dealing with this problem right now.
The United Nations is very eager to open itself to this kind of questioning and understanding from young people. And so I think it seems to be a pretty successful marriage.
The program draws a really diverse range of participants. Of course, there's students from Seton Hall University because it's designed for our students, but we attract students from all over the country and from around the world. This summer, participants from 17 different countries.
I do not really feel like I'm in the US when I'm here at the UN headquarters, but I feel like I'm in an international environment.
Some of these kids came from different countries that aren't even doing this for credit. They're just doing it for the experience.
It's always interesting when you get a group of people from different backgrounds together and to find that synergy that seems to automatically coalesce.
Like, you're usually told like politics is a very sticky subject, but it's not with this group. Everyone's respected here.
The students that we have here this week, here today, and in other places and other schools are the leaders of the future.
This week alone, we've run into a half a dozen alum of this program who are working in UN offices and working for civil society organizations at the UN.
So that creates an unparalleled opportunity for the students of today and tomorrow to connect to counterparts who can help them find new opportunities and pursue their careers.
I think that this program is the embodiment of everything that I have done so far at the School of Diplomacy.
If you have a week of time to come and devote yourself to learning about fascinating issues that you see in the headlines in the newspapers, come and join us.